Welcome to the FitMama Podcast, where it's all about gaining your health back as a busy woman and mom, and doing it without sacrificing time with your family or business. Here is your host, mompreneur and FitMama health coach, Angela Campbell.
All right, ladies, do you have a morning routine? Are you struggling finding time to fit you in while you're doing all the things, taking kids to school, getting them ready, doing all the lunch duties and the house duties? This video is for you, and I'm going to share the top tips that you can use creating yourself a morning routine that will make your entire day better. So also make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I do publish new videos on a weekly basis as well as a podcast to help you find simpler ways to fit you into your routine. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about some tips what you can do in the mornings to create yourself a morning routine. Now, I get it, as moms and women, and you have your career, your job, your kids, and you spend your mornings getting up, getting ready, and it's like rush. I mean, look at me. I kind of got myself together, and I haven't even really done anything with my hair. But if you know me and you follow me, this is me anyway, and I'm okay with that. But I really have a big passion into helping you as women figure out that you have to put yourself as a top of the priority list. And we often don't do this. And today's society is all about we have to sacrifice ourselves to take care of the world and take care of our families and take care of everything. And that's not the case. I mean, do we need to do all those things? Absolutely. But if you don't take care of you first, you're going to have a really hard time doing any of those other things at a very high level whatsoever. And the sad thing is when we don't take care of ourselves and we don't find ways to fit us in, like the morning routine that I'm going to share with you, we give our families a fraction of us, and I know that's not our intent. The last thing we want to do is only give them a little bit of us, that we want to give all of us to them, so you have to start with you. So morning routine to me is very important. And it doesn't have to take hours upon hours. And I see this common mistake with women. We think if we don't get up an hour before everybody else and get our entire workout and get all this stuff done, then we shouldn't even try, because, well, if I can't get a full hour in, it's not even worth it. That's wrong. I want to really recommend spend 10 minutes with yourself in the morning before you start your mom duties, before you start your women duties, before you start all the other things in the day that you have to do. This is a common thing that we do wrong. And so as women, if you're on a health journey, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to fit back in your jeans, or you're trying to just mentally be in a better place, so that you have the energy to take care of your kids, you have the energy to lead your team. If you're among a lot of us that work online businesses, there's so many pressures that we have on our shoulders. And if we don't take care of ourselves, and this can be done in as little as 10 minutes in the morning is all I'm asking you to do. If you can give 15, you can give 20, you can give 30, you can give a full hour, always going to be better, right? But at minimum, 10-minute morning routine has to be something that you get into the habit of. If you're not a morning person, I highly suggest tip number 1 is get up 10 minutes earlier than you do now. 10 minutes is all I'm asking. I promise it's not as hard as you think. You just have to want it bad enough to do it. The number 1 tip is 10 minutes. Get up 10 minutes earlier. And if you can give me more than that, please give me more than that. And share below. Get in our group. If you're not in our Facebook group called the Fit Mompreneur, you need to join us. It's for all women. The link is below. Join us, because there's other women on these same journeys that are wrapping their arms around each other, and we're all supporting each other on these very things. So morning routine, tip number 1 is 10 minutes. Get up 10 minutes earlier than you're doing now. Get up 10 minutes earlier than the kids do. Don't wait for your kids to come wake you up as your alarm clock. I made this mistake for a long time. And guess what? I went right into reaction mode and mom mode as soon as I woke up. And then the rest of the day had to do with everybody else except for myself. So tip number 1, get up 10 minutes earlier than you do now, or 10 minutes earlier than your kids. Number 2, spend some quiet time during those 10 minutes. Everybody works differently. Some women are bigger impacted by 10 minutes of quiet time before the world begins. A lot of the women that I coach in my group, again, join us if you're not in there yet. A lot of my women in there, when we do challenges and different things wrapped around this very topic, the best thing that they did was spend 10 minutes of quiet time in the morning. Typically, it was usually on the back patio, drinking their coffee, listening to nothing, listening to sounds of nature, right? So tip number 2, use that 10 minutes for quiet time. Tip number 3, move your body in the morning. This can look different. If you can get a full workout in, that is my biggest recommendation, but I also understand not everybody can get up and get a full workout in, whether that be an hour workout, a 30-minute, a 20-minute. Remember, always something is better than nothing. So even if you have a cardio machine at home, get up and give me 10 minutes. That's it, 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be hardcore, crazy, intense. Just 10 minutes of moving your body is going to help wake you up and give you so much more energy than a cup of coffee alone will, right? I'm not saying don't drink your coffee. I have a collagen coffee that I love and I drink every single morning. It's sitting right over here next to me. Link is below. You can definitely check that out as well too. But the thing is moving your body will help you wake up more than any type of product or drink that you can drink, right? And that can be on cardio equipment. That can be walking around literally go for a 10-minute walk up your street. Walk 5 minutes and then turn around and walk back. There's your 10, right? Or maybe if you can't get out of the house because you do have tiny babies at home or whatever your scenario is, walk around your house. I know this sounds silly, but I can't tell you how many times when I do step goals, trying to get all my steps, it's me around the house. Just walking around the house, just pacing. I don't care, whatever it takes to get it in, right? So move your body. Tip number 4 is do not hop on your phone the minute you wake up. This is a common mistake so many of us make. We roll out of bed. Before we even actually let our feet hit the floor, we're grabbing our phone. And if this is you, I want you to really think about this one for a second and let this one sink in. If you open your phone, the first thing you do before you even go to the bathroom, I used to do this. You start your day in reaction mode. You're already answering text messages. You're already reading emails. You're already reading messages. And who's to say that you don't open a negative one? And guess what? That's going to affect your mindset for the entire day. So the last thing you want to do is pick your phone up first. If you can avoid your phone for the first hour of your day, it is something small that you will notice such a big difference when you do this tiny task. You just avoid going right into reaction mode by checking all your social media and all this stuff. Don't do it. And if you can't avoid it for a full hour because you have to get to your work and do all kinds of things, then at least 30 minutes. Avoid your phone. Do not pick up your phone before you even get out of bed and go brush your teeth and wash your face and go to the bathroom. Don't do it. Avoid your phone. And then the last tip is personal development. Some sort of personal development. If you can do this in the morning, you guys, I'm a podcast or YouTube video. Subscribe to this channel. I'm dropping all new things all the time. You can also subscribe to my podcast. The link is below. Listen to all the episodes that we have on there. But personal development is powerful. Whether you're on a business journey or you're on a health journey that you are trying to lose weight, get happy with who you see in the mirror again, all the things. Personal development, your mind needs worked every single day more than your body needs worked every single day. And if you're not right up here between the ears, then the body is not going to fall into place the way you want it to as well. You will be amazed at how powerful your mind is, not just when you're growing a business, but also whenever you are trying to get healthy and create healthy habits, because there's going to be times you want to quit. And if you're not feeding your brain with positivity and personal development, you very likely quit. You very likely will quit. So tip number 5 is definitely get some sort of personal development in, whether that's a podcast, an Audible book. Maybe you can actually have time to read. Maybe it's prayer time. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's a devotional. Maybe it's like me. I love YouTube videos. Stephen Furtick is one of my favorites that I listen to every single morning. Whatever works for you. The key is you got to find what works for you. And I'm not saying you have to do all 5 of these things in the morning. Maybe pick 2 of them, master that, and then add a third piece of the puzzle. Because a lot of these things you can do all at once at the same time. But a morning routine will make or break your day. How you start your day will definitely dictate how the rest of your day goes. So subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next video.